Hi, Assalamualaikum and good evening to our PSM panel, Encik Hamzah bin Muhammad Dom, TF Sheikh Ismail Fairuz bin Sheikh Zakaria. My name is Muhammad Lukman Haziq bin Zulkifli and I am from BMMM Maintenance Technology under FTKMP. My supervisor for this PSM1 proposal is TS Dr. Sheikh Dr. Amir Abdullah bin Muhammad Damanpuri. My PSM proposal title is Airflow Distribution of 3 Non-Air Conditioned Preschool at Malacca. So, there are 7 outlines that I can carry out on this PSM proposal presentation, which is 1. Background, research. Second is proposal statement. Third is research objective. Fourth is scope of research. Fifth is what is the airflow distribution. 6 is methodology review, and 7 expected result. So we can see the table. Next is for background research. There are 3 points that I can carry out, which is environmental and monitoring condition based on classroom at tropical climate country. The second is uh, yearly education student performance due to airflow distribution in classroom. And third is a preschool must provide good circulation and comfort to students during learning season. For the problem statement, there are 3 that can I carry out on this slide. First is poor in the environmental, such as bad air circulation and etc. The second is occupant feel stressed due to lack of good air circulation. And third, performance of occupant will drop effect from the environmental condition. For the research objective, there are 2 that can I carry out for focus on this research. First is to monitor environmental condition, non-air condition of 3 different preschool at Malacca. And second is to design and develop airflow distribution of 3 non-air conditioned area based on environmental condition monitoring. For scope of research, we can carry out 3 of the point. First is analyze the distribution of airflow in classroom non-air conditioning at the 3 different preschool located in Melaka, which is Tadika Kemas Rumah Pangsa Kampung Padang, Tadika Kemas Kampung Padang A, and Tadika Kemas Kampung Padang B. The second is environmental condition monitoring based on environmental parameter, which is air temperature, air velocity, and relative humidity. And third, simulate out airflow distribution by using simulation software for the air circulation analysis. So on this slide, we can see is what is airflow distribution. So the airflow distribution is the air circulation that contains environmental condition parameter, which is air temperature, air velocity or air speed, and third is relative humidity, as known as moisture in the air. Based on indoor air quality standard, air circulation that contain environmental can affect occupant activity either indoor or outdoor. So on this slide is implement method. We can see the diagram that the diagram show to proceed to next level or next step for proceed this title PSM. So first is site review. We select 3 different preschool located at Melaka, which is Tadika Kemas Rumah Pangsa Kampung Padang, Tadika Kemas Kampung Padang A, and Tadika Kemas Kampung Padang B. So after we do a site review, we take out the actual size of classroom, and then we can proceed to the design. For the design layout, 3 different preschool purpose. So on this session, we use actual size of classroom designed at SolidWorks for simulation purpose. So and then the next step is monitoring. So we do a environmental monitoring condition parameter. So we take out the data as known as air temperature, air velocity, and humidity, relative humidity. So after that, we can proceed to simulation. So on this season, simulate airflow distribution based on design and data taken by using CFD. So we can proceed to simulation by using CFD software to run the simulation. And then after a simulation session, we do the analysis. So on this analysis, analyze the map out of CFD to determine the airflow circulation. So on this slide, we can see the design of layout of 3 different preschool using the dimension of classroom by using SolidWorks Vision 2021. So the layout one as Tadika Kemas Rumah Pangsa Kampung Padang. So the actual size is 59.71 square. That is the actual area. So the layout B is for the Tadika Kemas Kampung Padang A. So the area of all size is 71.89 square, and the layout C as Tadika Kemas Kampung Padang B, the size of the area is 52.73 square. You can see the design by using the SolidWorks. So after we design the layout on the SolidWorks, we must proceed to CFD software. So what is CFD? CFD is computational fluid dynamics, is advanced simulation program. It can carry out environmental conditions such as airflow distribution, and it can map out the air temperature, air velocity, and relative humidity on real-time simulation. How to select the type of grid? There are 2 different grids, which is Cartesian grid and curvilinear grid. In this case, we will use combination of both grid. For resolution on grid is based on the grid resolution table shown on this slide. The best resolution for airflow distribution simulation is the type E24 resolution grid. For type of meshing, we use hybrid tetrahedral mesh on the airflow distribution simulation in CFD. So the final slide is expected result. So we can carry out 2 expected result, which is first one is design and simulate on airflow distribution in the classroom will determine as creation reach a level specification of indoor air quality IAQ. And the second one is the implementation of CFD help to find out the airflow distribution map accurately for environmental condition monitoring. So that is my presentation for proposal PS1 title of airflow distribution of 3 non-air conditioned preschool at Malacca. Thank you.